All right, Aries, here we go. Soulmate cycle. Sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for February 2023. Here we go. The first sign in my fly through of the zodiac. Let's see where we go here. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. All right, February. We've been talking about it. Yeah, a lot of destiny involved, a lot of opportunity energy, a lot of creative energy in February. Well, what's going on with the incoming energy here? Well, I've got a conversation that's probably likely to happen. I say probably likely because I can't predict free will, but here on the surface, just in the pre-shuffle read, when I talk to the universe, I've got a conversation coming. It might be a bit of small talk, though. It's the Eight of Wands crossing the Page of Cups with the Nine of Swords crossed by the Knight of Wands and a High Priestess crossed by the Five of Swords. It's someone who's not telling you everything, somebody who might see, it might be a weird, awkward conversation. It could represent, this sometimes represents, like I said, small talk kind of a thing, but it is somebody who wants to talk to you. I just don't think they tell you everything. I think they're very anxious about it, and that anxiousness comes out, it might come out a little emotionally immature on this person's part. They're holding back quite a bit, which might end up hurting them in the end. You know, they might feel, not so much you in the sense of you getting in Nine Swords, but they might feel stupid after this conversation. They might feel like, oh, why did I say that? It's one of those conversations you have where there's all sorts of stuff you wanted to say, but you didn't say it, and then you kick yourself later. Okay? So it's like that. But it is communication. I mean, the whole surface read is communication, nervousness, that, and there's communication there too. You know, again, but it starts with an Eight of Wands. There's our star of the show lately, crossing a Page of Cups. Let's see where we go. Let's shuffle the deck. Come on, Aries, let's do this. All right, here we go. Shuffling the deck for Aries here. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Aries, universe. This first card out, that's just me talking to the universe in the pre-shuffle. We'll get going here. This first card out is why the fuck are we here? So why are we here? It's before the cut. Let's do it. Let's see where we go. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Aries. Let's do it. All right. Before the cut, I haven't looked. I almost said the High Priestess. It feels like the High Priestess. It's the Hierophant. It's the High Priest. This tells me that these cards should back up the pre-shuffle, these cut cards. That tells me that the High Priestess was very important. It's what I said at the end of me talking about the pre-shuffle. You know, sometimes I have to sift through the energy. Yeah, it is. It's somebody who kicks themselves later for what they didn't say. There's somebody wants long-term, but I think they self-sabotage it by talking very small-talky. All right? It's sort of the way it's the only way I can phrase it here. What's going on after the cut? Let's find out. What comes after that Hierophant? Yeah, see, holding back. Nine of Wands, a bit of a wall. Nines are the end. You know, we had a Nine of Swords up there in the pre-shuffle too. Nine here, again, it's someone who's hiding behind a wall. They're hiding something. All right? You're going to know it. I wouldn't call them on it, at least not at this point in the reading. I wouldn't say that. Well, let's see. Let's see where we go. All right? It's a shame when a conversation happens like that, when you don't get the words out properly, or, you know, it goes bad and you didn't mean it to. You know, any of that can be happening. It's just energy, and it's tough to read for a general audience, but that's sort of what's coming out here. Let's do a reading. Let's see. All right, give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Aries for February 2023, universe. Let's go. Give me a reading. Let's see where we go here. All right. Okay. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is that Nine of Swords. Yeah, I believe that, and fueling that would be the same Knight of Wands. Yeah. That's the overall energy. Those cards in the cut pointed to these quite a bit with the Nine, and well, it talked a lot about the High Priestess, but it's there. You know, it is that in and out. Somebody who doesn't say everything they want to say. It's a bit of a kick themselves later. They might worry about how the conversation went after it happens. Might worry about it beforehand. You could get yourself in this with this conversation. Be careful you don't. All right, our reading's on the flip. Let's see where we go. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here is how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here is their soul energy. This is the hidden energy, the message from the universe. Red with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top at the end. Let's see where we go. Let's see here. What do we got? Energy around your connection. We got a couple of cards from the pre-shuffle that are going to come back here. The Eight of Wands. I mean, how do you even phrase that? I mean, it's just communication there. It's forward movement around your connection right now. It's just all forward movement. The energy of the connection is a conversation that's happening that, again, it's very on the surface. They're keeping a lot hidden here. But it is there. The energy is there for a conversation to happen. The desire is there for it. Somebody's energy is coming towards you, for sure. The 3D person's only partially coming with it from the look of things. How are they behaving in the 3D? Yeah, it's a lot of burden. There's a lot of problems here. There's a lot of... I think they're worried about what they're going to say. This is a heaviness that's with this card. But it's something's breaking in their life. In the 3D, something's breaking. This breaks to an Ace of Wands. Somebody just wants a new beginning, and it breaks to a Wand Ace, a passionate new beginning. And we see that passion here in the energy of the connection with 8 Wands. That could be a very heated conversation. It can be. All right? I don't think they mean it to be. What's the soul position? It bookends the 8 of Wands. There's that 9 of Wands again. Came back from the cut. A lot of repeating cards here, and this one pointed to this one, and that makes a lot of sense. Again, they're holding back. There's passion, but I get this, someone just restricting themselves, hiding something. What? I mean, now's the time. This is the energy of change. It's here. The month reeks of destiny, just like January, but even more so with all the North Node activity in the first week. Hidden energy. Message from the universe, read with the energy of your connection, this 8 of Wands here. Holding back. Again, there's a conversation coming, and they're holding back. Repeating messages from the universe are important. Pay attention to them in your life. Pay attention to them in a reading. I do. It's again, saying the same thing. There's fear about saying too much. There's fear. It's all creating this huge amount of tension in their life because this person feels that energy of change around them, and they want change. All right, but they're getting in their own way. That's that 5 of Swords from the pre-shuffle, which may even still be here at the bottom. The 5 there it is. That's self-sabotage, right? By holding back, they're sabotaging themselves because there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of desire. We had the Hierophant before the cut. That's the universe saying, hey, look, they're holding back. There's a conversation coming. This person wants the change. They feel the change. This is really spiritual. There's potential for long-term here. But somebody here is, well, sticking a sword in their foot, stabbing themselves with their own sword here. Okay. We'll learn more when we clarify. What's the potential final outcome? Read with the 10 of Wands, technically, in my reading. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. They could be doing better. It's an energy, the Knight of Pentacles, the energy coming off this is typical of the Knight of Pentacles, where it can always be going faster. In the Light Seer deck, it's a guy who's got a horse, but he's walking. Right? For example. In most decks, it's somebody who's taking a break. They just kind of stopped, right? They could be going a lot faster. They're on something, an animal of some kind that could be getting them going a lot faster. This here is my Unical 76 high performance gasoline. They could be going a lot faster. That's what it is. And they're jamming themselves up here. I don't know why yet. I don't know what they're afraid of yet. We're going to find out when we clarify. So let's find out. Let's clarify. Let's do it. Yeah. All right. We'll put that there. That's your overall energy. Actually, no. How do I want to do this? I'm going to clarify with the Witches. All right. And I'm going to take this card and put it. Well, fuck it. I'll just do it this way. It's fine. All right. Let's see where we go. Let's clarify with the Witches. Let's do it. I wasn't sure if I was going to clarify with the Light Seer or not, because there's a devil at the bottom of it. I kind of felt that energy a little bit, something there. But there was 5 swords at the bottom of this. So I might clarify with both decks. All right? Because if I'm not sure what to do, I just let the energy flow. But first we're going to start with the Witches with this 8 of Wands, because that's where that 5 of Swords is directly related. What's going on with the 8 of Wands here? What's going on? Tell me about the 8 of Wands. What's happening here? Okay. All right. Yeah, it's crossed by the Knight of Swords. They have something they want to say. I don't think they say it fully. I don't think they say it well. Okay? The Knight of Swords has, it's an incoming message. He's got one specific message. There's something in particular they want to tell you, but I don't think it gets out properly. I think because of fear, they hold back. They could be saying more. They hide behind a wall. This is just a heaviness here in the 3D. We'll find out more when we get there, but what's on top here? Yeah, 2 swords. Again, they hold back a little bit. It's someone has something they want to say, they say something else. Okay? Again, like I told you already, I think it's one of those conversations where somebody kicks themselves afterward. Either why did I say that, or why didn't I say that? Or why did I phrase it that way, or why didn't I phrase it that way? Something like that. Why is the 2 swords here? Whoa, what the hell? We're off camera. Why is the 2 swords here? The Magician. Yeah. A lot of smoke and mirrors. It's a smoke and mirrors energy. They know what they want to do. They're just afraid, for holding back for some reason. Now, this reason they're holding back behind the wall, could be going faster, has a lot to do with whatever this pressure is. There's a lot of pressure here. All right, what's going on? A lot of tension, guilt. I get guilt off that 10 of Wands. I don't know why. Why? Okay, what's going on? Why is the 10 of Wands here? Let's find out. Why is the 10 of Wands here? Why? Tell me about the 10 of Wands. All right. As I pull this, my mind is continually drawn to this devil right here at the bottom of this deck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just following the energy, okay? What my intuition says to do. The crossing card, I'm going to do the crossing card here with this deck. I'm going to do the top cards with this deck. All right. This is the Ace of Cups. Yeah. It's a lot of tension because somebody feels a lot of love here. I think what they don't express is their feelings properly. And I think they're having a hard time with it. They know how they feel. They know they should do it. They know they can do it, but they're holding back. It doesn't come out right. They don't say everything they need to say. It's for reasons I've already said. This Ace of Cups, it's flowing. And it's tough for this person to process. They feel love on the level that's different than what this level is. This is a very high level. Let's find out. Because this is directly tied to this here. So let's pull the top cards from this deck, like I said. Why is the 10 of Wands here? All right. So we'll take that Ace of Cups crossing card. I get it. Yep, I get it. Look, I'll show you the bottom card here. It's 8 Cups. All right, it's tough. Change. The energy of change is very strong. All right, opportunity energy, very strong right now. And it's tough to walk away from comfort, right? Those 8 broken cups, they've been there a while. It's comfortable. It could be a marriage. It could be just the way they're living. I don't know. It's going to vary for all of you. All right, but it's hard for this person. The urge to sneak away, the 7 of Swords. Again, we had that devil originally at the bottom of this that I kept getting drawn to. That's minor devil energy. It's very mild, but it's there. It's somebody here is, I don't want to say they're lying to themselves and then they show up and they lie to you. It's not really what happens. They're sneaking away from their own feelings. Okay? And it's self-sabotaging, as we learned from the bottom of this deck and the pre-shuffle. Why is the 7 of Swords here? Yeah, the 3 of Cups. Again, they're sneaking away from their own happiness. We had an Ace of Cups crossing here that was inexplicably tied with the devil. 3 of Cups is about opening up emotion. It can, in this context, be a third party. They might be married, okay? But they lie to themselves that the feelings for you don't matter, so that they stay in that. Again, it all boils down to that devil and this 8 of Cups. Change is hard for this person. It's very difficult for this person, in order to come in and convey the Ace of Cups level feelings they have for you, has to become a different person. Has to embrace the energy of change and opportunity that's around here in February. Okay? So there is a conversation coming. Of that I have no doubt. This is my strongest card in the minor arcana of communication, even stronger than the 8 of Wands. But it says, you can see, why is the 7 of Swords here? Because they're coming to open up 3 of Cups, the flow of emotion, but they're doing it deceptively. They're holding back. Again, a repeating message. Extremely important when that happens. Let's talk about this wall they're hiding behind here. Let's go back to the witches. Tell me about this 9 of Wands. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. The good news is nines are usually the end in tarot, but I'm not drawn to the number 9 here. I'm just drawn to the wall. And the wall, they've had it up for a while. No gardeners have come in a while. It's not well maintained, that's for sure. Why is the Nine of Wands here? Why? Yeah. Well, it's crossed by in the soul, the Five of Cups. Cups belong in the soul, the wall doesn't. But cups belong in the soul. Again, they feel, I get it now. It ties still, primary energy flow is 5D to 3D. It ties still to this 8 of Cups that's here at the bottom, which is tied to the devil, which is tied to the Ace of Cups that was crossing here from the witches, which is tied to the 7 of Swords, which is tied to them opening up and holding back, blah, blah, blah. This person, I believe, with these 8 broken cups that they're walking away from, there's a nervousness here, okay? Because this is new, opening up, saying how they feel. This person here has already lost these 3 cups. They don't want to lose those 2 as well. So it's like that. But it's a bit like when we psych ourselves up too much for something, we screw it up, right? You do too much rehearsing before a job interview, you fuck it up. I always go into everything spontaneous. I rehearse as little as possible for anything I need to do, any business deal I need to do or anything like that. I get my data and then I leave it alone. I distract myself with something else. I pick up a guitar, play a song or something like that, and whatever it is. I don't over rehearse. It's a bit like that. They're overthinking a lot here. And it's generating for some reason an energy of guilt. And I'm not really sure why. Probably it could be directed towards themselves for all I know. What's on top? 7 of Pentacles. See, exactly what I said. When we think about something too much, it causes anxiety. Here's your anxiety right here. It's the overall energy. This person's got a lot of anxiety about this. Why? Because they're doing too much thinking, not enough feeling, hiding from the feelings. We see it here, hiding from the feelings, right? And again, a whole lot of breaks and not a lot of working. And just they need to just put it down and let whatever happens, happens. They need to adopt that policy. And it's a good policy here in February because fortune favors the brave within opportunity and creative energies like what are happening in February. So you have to adopt the philosophical principle of whatever happens, happens, right? Whatever happens, happens. Every morning I wake up and I say something's going to happen today. I don't know whether it's going to be good or bad, but it's still an adventure. It's another episode in my life, right? The writers are terrible, but it's an okay show. What's going on here with the 7 of Pentacles? 10 Swords. Yeah, they need to put this down. This right here is causing all the problems. It's overthinking, over-rehearsing, over-worrying, overthinking, 10 Wands. It's just all, the feelings are strong, but they're becoming toxic because this person is psyching themselves out for too much. They're over-rehearsing. I can see it. You know, it's someone who they're going to come across a little weird in this conversation. You're going to feel like this is odd. You know, it's either small talk or at the very least they hold back what they really want to say. All right, and feel bad about that afterward. That could be that guilt I'm picking up on. It could be the aftermath. Could be. All right. Again, universe backing the whole thing up. Why is let's talk to the universe here. Why is the 4 of Pentacles here? Somebody holding back out of fear. It's a card of the miser. It's a miser energy on this. Again, that ties to that 5 of Cups that was crossing here. They already lost 3, which in turn ties to that 8 broken cups they're walking away from. They don't want to lose the 2, but you know, it's like you really need using a job as an example. It's like you really need the job, right? And you keep telling yourself that I really need this. I have to nail this. I have to get this. You're dooming yourself to not get it and not nail it by doing that. You're psyching yourself up. You're going to say something stupid, or you're going to come across as nervous and weird and fumbly, right? It's the same thing. It's the same kind of thing. In the concept of this connection, you matter. And when something matters, we care whether or not we lose it. And they're not following what I teach, which is don't put expectations on the outcome. They're putting expectations on the outcome. And that's the problem. And that's why it comes out this way. I always say, be cool. Always be cool. Just let the energy flow. Just flow with it. You got a perfectly good inner tube. The energy is a river. Everything will be fine. Always just Everything will be fine. Just stay nice and neutral. This person has not learned that lesson. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Why am I getting miser energy here? Six of Wands. There again. This is going to sound crazy. All right. The reason for all this holding back, all right, is as I've told you, because you matter. They're afraid of actually getting this. They're afraid of what might happen if the conversation goes well. Then what? Oh no. You know, well, it's easy to stay at 8 broken cups. Whatever. It could be their life, it could be a relationship, whatever. It's very easy to stay with what's usual. It's very scary when you're all of a sudden handed your 9 of cups. It really is. Because then, because you matter, there's a fear the whole time of losing that. If you don't relax within it, you will lose it. So it's a bit like that. Those are the relationships you see where, you know, you could tell that the people are in love, right? But there's a lot of jealousy or whatever, and it results in a lot of fights. It really just boils down to an energy of a fear of losing it because it matters. And this whole concept of over-rehearsing, overthinking, over-feeling, over whatever, it creates a whirlwind of devil energy, which causes all sorts of bad things to happen. Jealousy to come up. You know, one person follows the other person when they go out to make sure they're really going to see their friend Martha, whatever. You know, it's like that kind of shit. What's on top? Yeah, see, this matters. It's the Lovers. This really matters. Universe backing up everything I said about this Six of Wands crossing the Four of Pentacles. This really matters to this person. This connection. It's healing to them. It's pure angel energy. They can feel it. Cancels out all the devil energy that's landed on this table, and because of that, because they're over rehearsing, overthinking, over worried about it, again, if you keep telling yourself this matters, this matters, this matters, you're going to screw yourself up. Nothing matters. Okay, we die anyway. Have fun. Let flow with the energy. Go for it. Somebody says no, fine. Somebody says yes, great. You know. Honestly, you've got to, this person really needs to adopt that energy. It's really important not to put expectations on outcomes. Your life will be so much better. It really will. All right? Okay. This matters to this person on a high level. Why is the Lovers here? Yeah, change. Again, the energy of change is there. And the energy of change in the Death card is read with the other major arcana energy of change, or one of the other, the Magician. And again, this person here, it's this energy of you represent something very different. This connection represents something very different. And their defense mechanism is to hide behind a wall, is to put up smoke and mirrors. It's wrong. It's it's going to result, because of these secrets, in 5 swords. And we see it here as part of the overall energy of the reading, but it came up as the surface energy of the pre-shuffle. Now, this Knight of Pentacles, they can do this. Okay, again, it's that energy of someone who could be going faster. It is communication when it falls here. In fact, it's a very reliable energy. The Knight of Pentacles always gets there. They just could be going faster. Okay, so I'm reminded, again, why does Aries Speedwagon always come up in here? My God, they got a song on, oh God, I used to go out with this girl back in, I don't know, grade school or something, you know, one of those early puppy love relationships that she loved. High Infidelity from Aries Speedwagon. They got the album. They got a song on there called In Your Letter, and I've talked about it before, but it's got a line where he's singing in the chorus or something about, in your letter you said this, 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 and this, but there's a line in the song that keeps ringing in my head right now. You could have said it better, right? But you could have said it better, right? You hid behind. It's talking about, it's literally a song that's talking about someone hiding behind a pen, right? Hiding behind a poison pen, hiding behind a wall. So for some of you, you may get written communication from this person. For others of you, the universe has given me that song because, again, that's why this Knight of Pentacles is here. They could have said it better. They could have done it better. He can be going faster, right? It's that same kind of energy. Same frequency of energy, plays out differently in different situations. So you can Google that song, Aries Speedwagon, In Your Letter. Check out the lyrics. You don't have to listen to it. It's kind of a 50s sort of style song. But I think the words of that song fit this reading perfectly, or it wouldn't have popped in my head, along with Tracy, who popped in my head, who hasn't popped in there in probably, good Lord, 35 years, 30 years maybe? 30 years, Jesus Christ. Holy crap. Anyway, Knight of Pentacles, why is it here? She says, these readings bring up the weirdest shit, I'll tell you. Unreal. All right, why is the Knight of Pentacles here? What's the final on this? So it's just a tip for you. Maybe that song helps you, but it does sum it up. You know? You could have said it better. I think that might be your sentiment after this. You know? Or it could be indicating, again, for some of you, that you get a written communication from this person. Okay? Hiding. Their wall is to hide behind a poison pen. Or a pen, if you will. It doesn't have to be a poison pen. It's poison pen in the song. But it doesn't have to be. All right? It's you know, a lot of times people do that. That's why I say technology has sort of ruined things. When I was a kid, if I wanted a date with a girl, I had to go talk to her. I had to go walk up to her, say hi, and actually have a conversation. These days, it's so easy. You just send someone a text, and it's so easy to be detached, you know, and that's hiding. That is a lot of Nine of Wands kind of behavior. It's hiding behind a wall. It's about a whole lot of Seven Swords, too. All right? Saying I love you with an emoji is not the same thing as standing in front of somebody and the words coming out of your mouth and your eyes meaning it, right? Not at all. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Why? Why? Nine of Pentacles. Two cards that readers, another two cards that readers don't like to say together. The Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is crossing this. It's a card of liberation here. This, whatever happens here, they could have said it better, right? Like the old song I was just talking about. Whatever happens here, this energy is around you in particular. It's around the whole situation. Whatever happens here, it's very liberating. Either you see this person, I say this all the time because this comes up. There's no new energy here. Okay? If you get to see this, you will get to see this person for who they are. All right? Either they're for you or they're not. If they write you some poison pen letter hiding behind a wall, then you don't want that. You don't want to. You're not going to have a long-term relationship with a coward, no matter how many soul connections you have deep down. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's a liberating conversation here. It's very nice. What's on top? And it should have happened a long time ago. It's something they could have done a long time ago. What's on top? Two of Pentacles. Yeah. See, this is red with the Seven of Swords. What's the you could have done it better part? They could have done it better. Whatever, however you want to phrase it. This Two of Pentacles here. This person here is saying one thing, meaning another thing. It's a little bit of fakey McFakerman type energy here. They go round and round. It's a whole lot of small talk. And it's just for them. It's just because they're running from the true emotions. Not because, I don't think in this case because they're afraid to open up. I don't think that's it. I think it's because of what I told you. Because you matter. And they've got themselves psyched up about that. You know, it's like if you're on your way to a job and you have an interview and you keep telling yourself, if I don't get this job, I'm screwed. If I don't get this job, I'm screwed. You're probably going to screw it up. You're putting an expectation on the outcome. You need to get this job. You can't even do that with manifesting. You know, you can't just limit the universe and say this. It's not going to happen. Even if it's true, if you don't get the job, it's screwed. Don't tell yourself that. Don't keep saying that. Don't put any expectations on the outcome. Distract yourself. I know it's easier said than done, but it's extremely important. All right. Why is this person's fucking up here? Why is the not doing that? Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Yeah. The Four of Cups. Look. What did I just say? They are running from their true feelings. This little guy wants to bang little blondie here. Of course he does. They're alone in the woods, and they're young. That is the recipe for banging. Okay, it is. I grew up in the woods. I grew up in what we used to call the sticks. I know. Okay, it is. It's just a disappointing energy. It's someone here who has, it's red with the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is beautiful. It's the flow of emotion. It's a celebration energy. And because somebody is wishy-washy, holding back, running from whatever, got themselves psyched up that you matter, that they're going to just not say anything, they're going to come in a little bit in and out, keep secrets, self-sabotage things. Because of that, because of all of that, All right, we get this energy of somebody actually denying themselves a cup that they want. Okay? So keep that in mind. However they do it, they probably could have done it better. But the information you're getting here that might save this, right, from being over, it's done, that's it, if that's how you're going to talk to me, you know, that kind of thing, is there's a lot of love underneath all this. You fucking matter. You, no matter what happens here, have changed their life. Okay? This connection has changed their life. That can only bring good karma your way. The kids love the word karma out here on YouTube, so I like to use it. It can only bring good energy your way. Like energy attracts like energy. If you're going to be a superhero, the universe is going to send you superhero energy. You know, it's going to be real. You get superhero reward, if you will. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you before we get out of here. It's the truth anyway. If you don't like this reading, I'm sorry. I know other readers are going to give you all kinds of crazy shit. You know, all kinds of somebody's coming back and this and that and other thing. Yeah, they are coming back. But I'm just being honest, and it's a repeating message over and over again. So again, it's, you know, it is what it is. There's no other way to interpret this energy. It's crazy easy. All right, give me 3 cards here. What else you want to tell Aries before we go, universe? What else you want to tell Aries? Tell me about it. The Magician, that ties with this. Smoke and mirrors, right? 3 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and there's that 9 of Swords again that we can't get rid of. No matter how many times I shuffle this deck, the bottom card is the damn 9 of Swords. It was there in the pre-shuffle, right? It was here in the overall energy, and it's come back again in the final message from the universe, except this time it's crossing the 3 of Wands. So again, somebody very anxious is coming towards you, hiding a lot of stuff. But again, the universe's message to you is, regardless of the smoke and mirrors, regardless of how they come in, this energy transforms everything. It sets you on a new journey, either with this person or without them. And it sets them on a new journey, either with or without you. Either way, with the Knight of Cups here, there's a lot of love here. A lot more than the Page of Cups in the pre-shuffle would indicate, as much as the Ace of Cups indicates. And again, I've gone out of my way to explain that, even tying it to other decks and things like that. So again, you should know that underneath it all is this: you matter. And for some reason, the universe thinks it's important that you know that, which probably is because this person's going to seem like a raving idiot, or not what you expect, or you're going to think to yourself they could have said it better, or you're going to be disappointed in some way by this conversation. Okay, in that angle on the energy, you're the little blonde girl. Is she disappointed? Right? You're alone in the woods, dumbass. You know, it is what it is. So don't let that disappointment run wild. Take a look at it. Learn from it. Know that there's a lot of love here and that you definitely matter. And you've changed this person. It's a very life-changing connection overall. This is a very powerful soulmate cycle. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't. That said, I hope this reading was helpful. It's a general reading, but I don't think this is all that general, to be honest. In this particular case, it's really pretty clear message that repeats many times. So if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, Aries, good luck.